my name is Mark Nesple, and I'm a strength coach and personal trainer of 9 years. Throughout my experience, I've had the pleasure of working with many people with arthritis pain, joint problems, and muscle imbalances. So today we're going to take some time to show you how to alleviate some of that pain, increase your range of motion, and improve your overall quality of life. I have Kelly with me on my right and Matthew on my left. They're going to help demonstrate some of these exercises. Kelly's going to do the beginner level and Matthew's going to do the more advanced level. Whenever we start working with new clients, one of the things we always tell them is to be in tune with their body. Know what it's telling you and know how it feels. One great way to do that is through self-massage. We're going to use a tactic called self-myofascial release today using this foam roller. Some other objects you could use are a tennis ball or a racquetball. If you have a high tolerance for pain, a PVC piping, or even a golf ball. We're going to start by getting down here today and working several different muscles of the body, starting with your calf and working our way up. So Kelly, doing the modified version, is putting this foam roller underneath her calf, right at the bottom, and she's going to slowly roll upward until she finds a point of pressure and holds on that position. She's going to hold there for about 20 or 30 seconds until that pain subsides before moving on to the next spot. You'll notice Kelly's other leg is on the ground, giving her some support and protecting her wrists and elbows. On the other side, we have Matthew, who's going to cross his leg over and apply more pressure onto his other leg, causing a little bit more discomfort, but also working that knot a little bit more. This is, again, the advanced version. It's also very important to do each of these exercises that we show you today on both sides of your body. Okay, great, guys. The next exercise we're going to show you is for your hamstrings. Okay, this is a muscle that's often very tight if you drive a lot or if you're in a seated position, and it can cause a lot of lower back pain, so this is very important. Kelly's going to take this foam roller and put it right above her knee, the back of her knee. And again, is going to apply that same pressure with her leg supporting on the ground. Her hands are behind her, and if she can, she'll lift her hips up again, applying more pressure to the muscle, slowly rolling up to the bottom of her glutes or the top of her hamstring. Again, holding on each tender spot for 20 to 30 seconds before moving on to the next position. Matthew, on the other side here, is going to cross his leg over, again applying more pressure to his hamstring and picking his hips up off the ground, applying that same 20 to 30 seconds on each tender spot. So from your hamstring, we're going to move on to your IT band. Your IT band inserts below your knee and attaches up above your hip. So Kelly's going to rotate over onto her right leg, placing her left foot out in front of her body and trying to maintain a pretty straight posture. Her arm is in a straight position with her hand firmly planted on the ground, supporting her body weight. She's slowly going to start that foam roller right above her knee and roll toward her hip, again applying pressure on each tender spot. Now Kelly can move in or out to find that tender spot and hold on each position. So Matthew on the other side is going to rotate onto his right leg, place the foam roller above his knee, and place his left leg on top of his right, applying more pressure. Also, instead of being on his hand, he's going to go down onto his forearm. Moving on into the next position, we're going to work a muscle deep to your glutes that is often very tight and overdeveloped from not activating your glute muscles. It's called your piriformis. To roll on this muscle, Kelly's going to sit with the right side of her glutes on the foam roller, and she's going to cross her right ankle over her left knee. Now Kelly may not have the range of motion to pull her foot all the way in, so she's going to slowly start in this modified version by rolling from the bottom of her glutes to her lower back. And again, just like the IT band, she can rotate in and out to find that tender spot. Good. Now Matt, his range of motion may be a little bit better, which is great because that's going to help open up his hips a little bit more and expose that piriformis muscle that's very tight even more so. Okay, so moving into the final exercise, we're going to work your lats, which is the long muscle along the side of your back, which is also commonly tight and overdeveloped. So Kelly is going to put her left leg out in front for support. Her hips are going to stay on the ground. She's going to put that foam roller at the bottom of that muscle. With her arm outstretched, she's slowly going to roll up to the bottom of her armpit and hold on each tender spot. Now you want to make sure that you're not rotated too far over and that you're back far enough and on your lat muscle instead of your rib cage. Matthew on the other side is again going to get that foam roller in the same position that Kelly did, But he's going to bring his left leg in front of his right leg and pick his hips up to get more pressure onto that muscle. So that concludes our segment today on tissue massage. It's very important to remember that when you do this, you are going to feel some pain and it may hurt. But that's why it's important for you to recognize the difference between good pain and bad pain. This is a great tool for you to use to get optimal performance out of your muscle.